Shalom. All right, before we get started, we want to turn and face the east and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to my elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone pushing this truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Abba Bar and Kwam Yashala. Alright. And I'm gonna let this card pass. But I'm gonna start in Mark the 13th chapter from the first verse on down. And hopefully the video don't be cutting out on me. But this is Mark 13:1. And as he went out of the temple, one of his disciples saith unto him, Master, see what manner of stones and what buildings are here. And it says, and Yahushua answering said unto him, seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another, and that shall not be thrown down. All right, and you should know what I'm about to get at right here. All right, going into the temple. All right, over there in modern day Jerusalem, where you got the Amalekites, the heathens. All right, the chief house of Esau, Edom. And what they did, they defiled the land. All right, they're in our homeland, and they defiling it with their wickedness, and they lying to the whole world, claiming to be the real Jews, claiming to be the chosen people of Yahweh Shemel Shah, or the Lord. And you know they claiming that the Lord is a so-called Edomite, which all is false. That's deception. That's why the scriptures call Esau, the so-called white man, the devil. Because what the devil do, he deceive. All right, and he's also known as the adversary, Satan. To who? You Israelites. And the scriptures tell you he's contrary to the ways of the Most High. So everything Esau does, his spirit and vibration is he's anti Hamashiach. All right, Esau is anti Christ. All right, and it says in verse 2 where it says there shall not be left one stone upon another. All right, and if you do your research, you'll know that western wall that in Jerusalem, it still stands. All right, so prophecy got to be fulfilled, and prophecy will be fulfilled, and that's a key sign right there. That's a key prophecy right there. That land over there, modern day Israel, where you got heathens. Those are not real Israelites. Those not real Hebrew Israelites. All right, because Esau, damn, you got this Edomite on a fucking dirt bike, but Amalek can't even tell you what the rest of the 12 tribes of Israel is. Amalek, so you got some explaining to do. You so-called Jewish, you got some explaining to do. Where's the rest of the 12 tribes of Israel? All right, that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You got some explaining to do. All right, and you got beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone down to the least of us. We exposing Esau. We exposing his whole system he got set up, this whole beast system, this whole dragon. Esau can't even tell you where's the rest of the 12 tribes. All right, Esau gonna say some bullshit. He gonna say some false shit. It's not gonna line up with prophecy. Alright, and it says Mark 13:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled?" All right, and listen, because the Lord Yahushua Hamashiach about to speak. All right, so pay attention. It's written in red. And Yahushua answering them began to say, "Take heed lest any man be deceived." All right. "For many shall come in my name, saying I am, I'm going to read it verbatim, saying I am Christ, and shall deceive many." All right. And what you got many false prophets. You got many false prophets out today, that's sold out and bought by Esau, these other Hebrew Israelite camps. All right, that's not teaching the truth and not coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, they not coming like the scripture says, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. All right, they not coming as sheep among wolves. They coming carnally, and the scriptures already put the men of the Lord on game. So we know a false prophet from a true prophet. All right. And Abaratazar, Lord willing, I'm a part of that hopefully elect. All right. And what you have, and the ones that the scriptures tell you, the deceiver and the deceived and the deceiver are the Lord's. All right. So Yahweh Shema Shah is controlling everything. It's all prophecy. It's all prophecy being fulfilled. Simple as that. All right. So the one that's doing the deceiving, they were set up to do that. The ones that the 2/3 of our people that's getting deceived, y'all was already it was y'all lot. It was y'all it was meant for y'all to get deceived. All right. And let's prove it. All right, bear with me right quick. Predestined.
See if you're struggling there, buddy.
Destined. There you go. Damn. All right, this This Romans, who shall lay anything to the charge? I'm gonna start right here. This Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son. All right, so it was already set up. Select for the long pause. It was already set up by Yahweh Shema Shah from the beginning. Who the hopefully elect gonna be, but we don't know that. All right. That's why we say Abaratazar, Lord willing, we're a part of that number. Because if we knew we was the chosen, there wouldn't be no need for faith and works. All right. And I'm gonna get that precept in Hebrews, but it says Romans 8:29. I'm gonna start over. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a curse up on his ass. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. All right, talking about the men of the Lord. All right, it's not like roughly paraphrasing. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. All right. So, and if you a prophet now, you've been a prophet in your past life. All right. So we know one thing. We know from going to that old from that old man to that new man. We know that we've been called in this truth. All right. But we don't know if we've been chosen, because you can be called into this truth and you can fall out. And it says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. All right, and you can see it. You know, the real 144,000. You know, we're winners. All right, we all we do is win. All we do is win through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and we keep pushing. Like roughly paraphrasing, where it says, if this was of man, it would have been failed. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, let me see. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. This Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh Shema Shai be for us, who can be against us? All right, and the answer is no one, because the power of heaven and earth, Yahweh Shema Shai, he protecting us. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai got his angels around the men of the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing, where 2 or 3 are in my name, there am I gathered together. All right, so Yahweh Shai be amongst, you know, the Akim, the great millstone. You know. And it says, all right, I'm gonna go back. This one in Jeremiah. Excuse me. There you go. Barry Malcolm, I'm trying to get this preset for y'all. Let's see this word. I think it's 28. I think I typed it in wrong. Let me see. Yeah, I think I typed it in wrong. I thought. I'm gonna go back to Mark. It's a precept I was looking for, but I couldn't. I got to work on my spelling. All right. This Mark 13 and back at at 6, which I already read, but I'm gonna elaborate more on it. All right, but like I said earlier, you got a lot of Hebrew Israelite camps out there that's they not the prophets. They not the prophets of the Lord. All right, and you can tell by through the Spirit. You discern the Spirit by the Spirit. All right, you know they be adding and taking away, and not doing what the Lord commanded us to do. You know, they be adding and taking away from the scriptures. All right, and they be lying on the scriptures as well, which we ain't gotta focus on the 2/3 dead. All right, like in Second Ezra where it say ask no more about the about them that perish, roughly paraphrasing. So we not worrying about we already know how this movie gonna turn out. All right. We already know if we stay true to Yahweh Shema Shah, we're gonna come out on top. You know. You don't want all this hard work and labor through the Spirit, to be for nothing. You know. And it says, verse 7, Mark 13:7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. All right, and we clearly in those times. All right, we already know World War III is prophecy. All right, it's inevitable. All right, it's going to happen. You can't do nothing about it. But right now we're going through that phase of, all you seeing is the rumors of war on the news. You seeing this happen, that happen. You see tension in Europe and stuff like that. All right, all this tension in Europe and between the NATO and the EU, all that's gonna lead up to that World War III. All right. Yeah, you got small battles going on here and there. All right, but all this is going to lead up to World War III. And it says, Slakia. Verse 8, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and what do we see happening? We see exactly this happening. And where it says earthquakes in diverse places, meaning places where it normally don't have earthquakes is going to have earthquakes, before the day of the Lord. And it says, and there shall be famines and troubles, and these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, what the virgin daughter of Babylon is going through, famine. What America is going through, famine. All right, which I believe America means to mourn, roughly paraphrasing. All right, that's not in the scriptures, but if you look it up, part of that word America means to mourn. And this place gonna mourn, all right, because this place had the Israelites mourning, and we still mourning until we get out of here. And it says, and there shall be famines and troubles. And what the U.S. is going through, famine and trouble. All right, that's why they're going to go into another lockdown. All right, because Esau is trying to fulfill his enterprise. All right, but this order out of chaos is going to backfire on him. All right, and this is a precept in here that's the point of the video. All right, about the last days being shortened, how the Lord is shortening these last days. All right, and throwing monkey wrenches, in Esau plans. All right. And what Esau failed to realize is, in Proverbs 21:1, the Lord controls the king's heart. So these rulers and everything, there's no such thing as free will for nobody. All right. So the Lord, that's what in the book of Daniel, that's what's going on in the book of Daniel. All right. The Lord was controlling the Persians, was controlling the king of the Persians' heart. All right. And manipulating him. And that's when it was like Michael, roughly paraphrasing, Michael, one of the archangels, top archangels, came to help Yahushua. All right. Meaning, because Yahushua is over, he over many tasks. All right. And orders from Yahweh. So he got his brothers, the angels, helping him out. All right. But the Lord set that up for the Persian Medes to be taken over by the Greeks, the Grecians. All right. So it's the same happening now. All right. It tell you that after the virgin daughter of Babylon, the Israelites are gonna be ruling. All right, an everlasting kingdom. All right, we're gonna be in the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shah. And you're gonna have His people ruling. All right, it's gonna go back as the days before, when we was in the Garden of Eden, keeping it and dressing it. The Israelites was ruling. But we fell from that first estate. All right, and it says, these are the beginning of sorrows. All right. So what you see happening now is going to increase. It's going to get worse. All right. This famine that Babylon is going through is going to get worse. All right. And just because it's not on the main news, just because it's not on mainstream, media, the news, doesn't mean it's not happening. Doesn't mean, it's not getting worse. All right. Esau is trying to cover up the truth. All right. Esau is losing his power. The Lord gave you this power, Esau. So the Lord taking it back from you. Your time is up. All right. Let me get that precept real quick. What is Daniel? This Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. Who is that he? Talking about Esau, the so-called white man. And it says, and how he speak great words, all right, through his deception, his lies, all right, claiming, Esau claimed to be the chosen people of the Most High, all right. He claimed to be the Most High himself. Esau, the so-called white man, got a God complex, all right. He claimed to be the Most High himself. All right. Esau even made a bunch of transliterations, of the original King James Version Bible. All right. And it says, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. So the saints, the Israelites, all right, are in the neck of the enemies. All right. We're under Esau. Esau have us captive. All right. And it says, and what he's doing, Esau know we the Israelites. Esau know we the Israelites, so he's that's why he goes so hard on us. It ain't got nothing to do with color. It ain't got nothing to do with color. It's Esau know the truth. The elites of Esau know the truth. All right. The top banking families, you know, of Esau, the ones that's, you know, sitting in the EU seat. All right, they know who we are. They know we the Israelites. They tell you that in Psalms. They tell you that in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. All right, they're Confederate. They're Confederate against you Israelites. All right. That's why they go so hard on oppressing you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, because y'all the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. All right, and it says, and think to change times and laws. All right, what do Esau do? Esau come up with his own calendar. All right, Esau come up with his own laws, statutes, and commandments on how he want to run the earth and wickedness. The scriptures told you that. All right, when this dragon was loose, all right, he was going to go deceive the other nations. All right, roughly paraphrasing in Revelation. It was prophesied that after that 1,000 years of slavery that Esau, the so-called white man, went through, all right, that he was going come back into power again through the Renaissance. All right, let's like what the scriptures say, once he was going to get back into power, he was going to deceive. That's what the devil do. A devil deceives. All right, that's how he conquers. You know, through deception. All right, and it says, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. All right, so that's a period of time from start to end. All right, from the start since 1619, all right, all the way up until now. All right, Esau from 1619 all the way up to now. The glory of the virgin daughter of Babylon is shits now. All right, this place is over with. All right, the scriptures tell you every kingdom got a ending. All right, a start and an end. All right, it's no exception for the virgin daughter of Babylon. There's no exception for this beast system. All right, the only kingdom that's going to be everlasting is the kingdom of the Israelites. All right, Yahweh Basham Shah's kingdom. And it says, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. All right. So once Esau is taken down, the Israelites is going to rise. All right. And how is we going to rise? Yahweh Shemal Shah is going to put us back on top. You know, put us back on top, starting with the Hophi elect. And the rest of the nation going to be born back into the kingdom through sex. And it says, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. What do it mean by all dominions? It's talking about these other nations, or these other kingdoms, or countries, you know, however you want to put it. They're going to what? They're going to serve the Israelites. It says it all through the scriptures. In the kingdom of heaven, the other nations going to serve the Israelites. Let me go back. And when we get to shorten the times, I got a precept for when Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah, prayed to Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, and the Lord turned the time back 10 degrees. All right, Yahweh Shema Shah made the sun go reverse. That shows the power of the Lord. So when we say the Lord sped up time, it's not hard to believe. All right. All right. And this ministry is, based on faith. All right. Yeah, we got the prophecies, the whole breakdown through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, giving us those pastors according to His heart. Beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone. All right. Which it started with Elijah, Abba Bivens, the prophet Elijah, was prophesied to come back. All right, reincarnation, and it says, verse 9, Mark 13 and 9. It's Mark 13 and 9. But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to the councils, and in the synagogues you shall be beaten, and you shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. All right, so we know that some of the Hofi elect, the men of the Lord, they're going to be, coming before these governors and stuff like that, these judges and stuff. Esau court system. All right. To be what? It says for a testimony against them. All right. So Yahweh Shema Shah gonna still be with us all through that. For the men of the Lord, they got to go through that and stuff. Being martyrs and all that. Yahweh Shema Shah gonna be with us. All right. And that's the point of doing the works, because we don't know if we if we're gonna be a part of that Hofi elect. All right. And we do that in hopes. Got a dog right here. All right, we do it in hopes that Yahweh Shema Shah strengthen our spirit. All right, because we got in the book of Acts 14, in the book of Acts 14 and 21. All right, and Salakia, if I'm wrong, it'll tell you that the disciples got to go through much tribulation to enter into the kingdom of heaven. So we got to go through tribulation to get into the kingdom of heaven. We got to. Our King did, our Lord did, Yahweh Shai did. So we not